welcome to Broken Entertainment. So, this new teaser trailer came out for the first new Japanese Godzilla movie to come out since, well, if you're talking about live action, since Shin Godzilla. And that one was kind of mixed with American audiences. In Japan, it did very, very well. Over here, there are a lot of people who liked it, and there's a lot of people who didn't really like the approach to Godzilla and the changes. And I'm sure there were people in Japan who felt the same way as well. So, Toho announced a year or three back that they're going to make their own movies again for Godzilla, but they're still going to allow Legendary to make Godzilla movies as well. But Toho's movies are going to be the beginning of a new monster universe, a connected universe along the lines of like Marvel movies and the previous Godzilla movies from the 90s and earlier. And so they came out with this trailer. It's just a 34-second teaser trailer. I'm going to go ahead and play it, and then I'll give you my thoughts.
Godzilla Minus One.
Alright, so, there's not a whole lot we can tell yet. Obviously, Godzilla is, at least at part of the movie, a villain. It is set in pretty immediate post-war Japan, and we have Godzilla already revealed, and I think that's great. I get tired of we're not going to reveal Godzilla until, the final trailer or until the movie. So it's kind of nice that they're just like, yeah, here's Godzilla. There he is. You don't see him much other than his feet, but here is his head, and that looks pretty good. That looks like we're getting a pretty traditional looking Godzilla. And as to what's going on in this scene, it's hard to say. With as quick as it is, it looks like he might have been attacking a train or something, but almost impossible to tell from here. We don't get to see his dorsal plates or any of that. Don't get to see the breath weapon. I'm sure that will be revealed in a full trailer before the release of the movie. But here's my thing. Okay, so this looks really good. This shot looks really good as far as CGI goes. Now, it's in broad daylight. It looks good. It's highly detailed. But it's clearly CGI. And if we go to this part right here, where you see presumably Godzilla's feet, although it's kind of hard to tell, the legs look familiar, but they could be something else. I kind of doubt it. This is probably not a multiple monster movie. This looks like just a straight up first shot of Godzilla. Here, that's good CGI. But if you back it up, so that looks good too. But if you look at this, okay, so this is kind of a nice shot of what we assume is post-war Tokyo. Now, I'm not sure it is. This might be the aftermath of Godzilla attack. You see people down here kind of picking through the rubble. You see protest signs and stuff. And anybody that knows Japanese is watching this can maybe tell me what those say, although... Yeah, see, this looks to me... If you look at it, that looks like a path. And then... if we go back to the building here, you can see... Again, it kind of initially looks like a bombed out city, but it could be a Godzilla out city. Hard to say. Obviously, we don't see much yet. The detail here, again, looks good. But when I saw it, the first thing I thought was, oh, that looks good. The second thing I thought was, that looks like good CGI. And I'm kind of tired of saying that. At least it's good looking CGI. A lot of movies coming out lately that have bad CGI, but I wish a little more traditional. You don't have to have the guy in the suit, but I like movies that mix CGI and practical effects more than pure CGI. And you can always kind of tell when you're just looking at CGI. There's just something about it. But it is well done. It looks good. I think the movie's making a mistake, and again, this is a 34-second trailer. I could be completely wrong, but just going off what we have, we know this is immediate post-war Japan. A first Godzilla appearance is important. I just think going back to that time period, I don't know that I would have gone with that. I kind of like the idea of starting somewhere in the middle of the 20th century would be interesting. Give us a different time period to play with that sets it apart from, and that may be what they're going for here, setting it apart from the legendary movies that are all modern. So we'll see. There's plenty more time for more trailer to come out. First impression, though, it's kind of standard issue. It looks good. Godzilla looks good. But it looks like Godzilla attacking Tokyo in early post-war Japan, which just doesn't feel different. Doesn't feel like a different take or a particularly interesting take. But, it's 34 seconds. It's pretty limited information from the articles we've seen. Still plenty of room for it to be really interesting and different, and yet still compelling to traditional Godzilla fans. If I had to base it just off of this trailer, yes, I'd go see it. But I'm a bit of a Godzilla completionist. I've kind of seen all of them. So, but yes, I think it looks good. I think Godzilla looking good is important. I think Godzilla not looking anything like Shin Godzilla is super important. I think having him be the antagonist, you could go either way. Having him be an antagonist, it becomes a protagonist. Having him be an antagonist, it stays that way. Godzilla's gone all kinds of ways. And I'm excited for the idea of another connected Godzilla universe, though, instead of some one-off movies or movies that are like, what if Godzilla was totally different? Even though I did like Shin Godzilla, I like it as a one-off. And seeing Toho bring Godzilla back and be like, hey, we're going to make connected movies, so we're not going to tease you with anything. We're just going to bring back Godzilla. We're going to have monster fights. We're going to have monsters all over the world, that kind of stuff. That is the hardcore, awesome Godzilla stuff everybody wants to see. So I like seeing that again. And I don't think there's going to be a monster in this movie. Could be wrong. We don't know yet. But my instinct is that there will not be another monster in this movie, and that we'll probably be seeing other monsters show up over time. But overall, I'm happy. I want to see more. I want to know more, which is the whole point of a teaser trailer. So I think it does its job in that regard. And I hope that it's an awesome movie. I hope that we get some pretty cool trailers out of it. I think it's nice to see a trailer for a movie and go, yeah, I'd watch that. Because lately I've been seeing a lot of trailers and going, yeah, Indiana Jones, I don't. All the nonsense from Disney aside, I just don't want to see an 80-year-old Indiana Jones. Sorry. So it's nice to see something come out other than Mission Impossible and go, I could watch that. And I do have some reviews coming. I know it's been a while since I've done any reviews, but I have a review coming on the fantasy novel Fate Marked and its sequel Truth Marked. I'm gonna probably hit both of them in consecutive order, and I kind of want to get Truth Marked done and out of the way before I do either one. And then I'm gonna do a review on Miraculous Ladybug Awakening, the first Miraculous Ladybug movie, which I have already seen in the French version, and we'll be reviewing with spoilers and without spoilers. before it'll probably actually be my next video. So that'll be fun. I saw the movie because I was tired of seeing spoilers on Instagram, quite frankly. So I wanted to see it before everything was ruined. And I have also seen the end of season 5 with my 1-year-old. Very excited about that as well. Because it's nice to review things and say, you know what, this is kind of acceptable for children. Instead of, don't show this to your kids. So I'm excited to get those videos done and to start reviewing stuff again because it has been quite a while. And then I'm going to shift back to doing some indie reviews and talking about some indie channels. I haven't done that in a while either. Mostly just I've been really, really busy and not had the time to really give to those indie creators that they deserve. So that's coming back again. And finally, I have a newsletter, which I'll post the subscription link to down below. I send you an email a week, and I talk about just my writing. It's not about channel stuff. It is about my writing, what's going on with it, what's coming out soon, because yes, something is coming out this year. Maybe multiple somethings, but definitely one. And I'm already looking at soon getting some cover art and that kind of stuff going. So really cool stuff going on there. But that's what the newsletter is for. I'm not going to spam you with stuff. Just doing once a week. Here's an email. Here's some cool stuff I want to talk about with my writing. You get some glimpses of the writing itself before it's released. You get information about how I write and what I do behind the scenes. So hopefully you will subscribe to that and enjoy it. Otherwise, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and ring the bell for notifications. I will see you next time.